Good afternoon, Philippines. This is Mike Padua once again, returning to our special coverage on ex-tropical depression Carina, which is just a low-pressure area as of now. And this for today, Tuesday afternoon, July 14, 2020. And this is brought to you by our website, typhoon2000.com, the Philippines' first website on tropical cyclone. And let's begin with our update. Here's the final track on Carina, which we issued early this morning around 5 a.m. as we observed the weakening of the low-level circulation center, with much of the convection being pushed by the upper-level winds to the west into the northern portions of the West Philippine Sea. So it's no longer affecting any part of the Philippines, including Batanes, which is very close to the center but with very less cloudiness. So tomorrow 2 a.m. it will be approaching the southern coastline of Taiwan, and eventually it will dissipate as it moves to the northeast, accelerating due to the approach of a stationary front or a frontal system up north, which will pull the system away farther from the Philippines. So that's the latest. This is the only area where the heavy rainfall will be expected, brought about by the displaced rain bands of this tropical disturbance, or LPA. And as we look at our global typhoon models, it's all the same. It's gonna dissipate for the next 24 hours along the southern part of Taiwan. And so far for the next 5 days, we don't have any upcoming tropical cyclone. It's all clear except for a couple of low pressure areas, but these LPAs will eventually dissipate for the next few days. It will be just the prevailing southeasterly and the strong easterly surface wind flow. It's a sign because the latest El Nino update and La Nina update right now, or the ENSO update, shows that we are likely to be going into a La Nina mode this last quarter of the year, or La Nina event. It's either a weak or a moderate one. It's up to about 54% probability that the La Nina phenomenon will arrive to our country this last quarter. That's the reason why we don't have any southwesterly wind flow or southwest monsoon, because as of this moment the easterlies is very strong. The easterlies trade winds. This is the sign. This is a sign that at this early stage of the year we have a possible formation of a La Nina, and it shows based on the latest forecast from the University of Columbia. So we are expecting this kind of La Nina event. So what will be the effect for tropical cyclones? It will be less stronger but more weaker ones, and maybe there could be a typhoon or a severe tropical storm. But when during La Nina event during this time of the decade, the tropical cyclone intensity drops down a little bit due to its closeness to the Philippine Islands. The formation is much closer to the Philippine Islands during the time of the La Nina event, so expect some rainy conditions all throughout our country, particularly this last quarter. So take all necessary precautions against flooding and flash floods, and also landslides generated by this rainfall. So that's the latest on the ENSO event. So we are expecting this kind of situation this last quarter. And let's go back to our update. So as you can see here, the fast animation, the storm is somewhat continues to become disorganized, while here across Southern Luzon, Bicol region, Visayas, and Mindanao, we are again observing some afternoon or evening rain showers and severe thunderstorms, just like here in Naga. Just 2 hours ago, we experienced some very heavy downpour, which flooded some low-lying areas of Naga City. So you can see here, that's the thunderstorm that formed over Camarines Sur and eventually exceeded the Pasacao area over the Ragay Gulf. And also, we could see many thunderstorms forming at this time of the day across the southern portions of Luzon, Mindoro, portions of Metro Manila, maybe tonight, and also here across the western sections of Zambales, and over Visayas and Mindanao. Likewise, we could see some forming thunderstorms brought about by the southeasterly surface wind flow. And this is the infrared one. We can see the deepest part of the thunderstorm. So those are the thunderstorms that we experienced. And as we look at our GovSat, this is the latest from 2 p.m. until 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday. There goes the southeasterly, bringing some thunderstorms across the eastern sections of the country. Carina, its remnants, with together with its trough. So this is the trough, the displaced rain bands of Carina, and it's just a low pressure area moving towards the southern portion of Taiwan. And we have a weak LPA which is expected to dissipate for the next 24 hours. That's the latest news from the computer models. And we have also a trough here connecting from weak LPA. And the other weak LPA here has dissipated and is just a part of the intertropical convergence zone. So expect still another round of thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon. This is for tomorrow afternoon. This is the forecast from the ECMWF from the windy.com app. And there you go. This is around 4 p.m. tomorrow. Expect again some isolated scattered rain showers and thunderstorms all throughout the country, particularly along eastern Visayas, central Visayas, and most parts of Mindanao. We expect those localized thunderstorms. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest for this afternoon of Tuesday. This is special coverage, the final special coverage on tropical disturbance Carina, and we will be returning tomorrow with our usual weather TV update here at typhoon2000.com and also at our YouTube channel, Mr. Typhoon. So with that, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always, be #weatherwiser, and thank you for watching our channel.